Hello, it's me again. I've come off my fast. I completed my 40-day fast last week, Friday actually. Um, was the exact date that I came off. I am going to eat solid foods. I've been eating solid foods for a little under a week. Um, and the reason being is I probably could have went longer, but because the holiday is fast approaching, I wanted to be around my family and participate in the family festivities with them, as opposed to being on the fast. It had nothing to do with craving and wanting the food that they will be cooking, because I still won't be eating that. I never will be eating those types of foods ever again, but I still wanted to participate in the festivities during this time. I'm shooting this video because I wanted to just express something that was revealed to me that I was sharing with one of my friends last night as we was talking on the phone about multiple sclerosis. I remembered my the images that I saw from the CAT scan and the MRI, which revealed at that time that I had a lot of lesions. The neurologist actually was amazed that I hadn't really been diagnosed, or I didn't see the symptoms up until 2013, because he was saying that a person with the amount of lesions that I had in my brain, I should have been, you know, exhibiting symptoms of multiple sclerosis way back then. But what I found or revealed to myself that I was talking out to my friend, I was telling her that maybe what if they're not lesions, that what I was seeing on the images was just excessive mucus. Going back to a couple of the videos that I shot a while back, I talked about how when the mucous membrane breaks down, excessive mucus goes throughout the body based off of your diagnoses of whatever the disease that you have, is where the excessive mucus is residing. For instance, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, that's excessive mucus in the joints. If you have multiple sclerosis, that's excessive mucus in the brain. If you have AIDS, that's excessive mucus throughout. I mean, it's in your lymphatic system, your blood, the whole 9 yards. Sinusitis, excessive mucus in the sinuses. Pneumonia, excessive mucus in the lungs. Well, it's starting to again make sense as far as like with the whole healing myself and trying to get myself back to health. If I have multiple sclerosis, which I do, that means that I have excessive mucus in my brain. So what I've been trying and what I've been working on diligently is getting the mucus out of the brain, cleaning up all the mucus in my brain. But because of the images, I have a lot based off of the images that I saw on the CAT scan, the MRI. I have a lot of mucus that is in my brain, and I started thinking, I was like, what if it isn't just the mucus that that we are accustomed to realizing, that comes out and drains out of our nose, that it could be hardened due to the overall years of the buildup of the mucus. And so my whole thing is, it gives me even more peace because, of course, I want my healing like yesterday. My thing is why is this taking so long? Why am I not, immediately getting back to health? But based off of the images, I have accumulation of mucus that has been building up for years. And so it may take a couple of, months to actually clean all that out and get it all out and make my brain mucus free. Not saying that the things that I'm doing isn't working, because they are. They actually are doing what they needed to do. My body is actually healing itself. But the timeline that I have in my mind was a little off, based off of the images that were presented to me, that at the time the doctors were saying that it was lesions. Um, they also said that they didn't take an image of my spine, but they thought that I probably had lesions in my spine as well, with just basically basing their conclusion off of the images that they saw that was in my brain. So my whole thing is, what if multiple sclerosis really isn't lesions? Because I was like, how in the heck did I get all this scar tissue in my brain? When they first told me about multiple sclerosis, I thought that it had something to do with playing football and participating in contact sports. I've done a lot of contact sports over the years, boxed, did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which that's really not, did Muay Thai, football. So I basically, took a lot of hits to my brain. And when I addressed that and I was asking them questions about that, they were saying, no, you can't really get multiple sclerosis from participating in contact sports, which gave me peace of mind. But then I started questioning, okay, well, where did these quote unquote lesions come from? But now, based off of what I have researched and I have learned through the months, the lesions really is excessive mucus that is residing in my brain. And the main goal now is to make sure that I get that out of my brain. And once I get that out of my brain, I go back to normal health. I know that one thing that I have found, with the walking, when I eat, and I don't really eat a lot of hot foods, my nose drains a lot. The foods that I incorporate into my nutrition now, I really believe that it also too is helping to drain that mucus out. I'm constantly sniffing. I'm constantly, having to, wipe my nose and catch the mucus because it's coming out, it's draining out, which is a great sign. It's letting me know that the mucus that is residing in my brain is being broken up, and it is starting to drain out into, getting out of my system. So I just wanted you guys to know again that it's all coming together. The pieces of the puzzle are fitting together. And I'm very, very, very excited about, the progress that I'm having. Again, I know the way that I am, I get sometimes discouraged and impatient with wanting to get back to how I was pre MS. And I know that, I always tell my clients, you didn't get obese and overweight overnight. And with this, the multiple sclerosis, it didn't happen just overnight. It may have seemed that way, but it didn't. It was accumulation of different things that was going on in my life, the foods that I was eating, the stress that was accumulating, that caused me to get to the place that I am today. But again, very encouraged, knowing that God has not left me. He continuously keeps revealing and opening in my mind to know that I can be healed. I will be healed. His word said that, you just have to believe it and really believe it. Have faith that it's going to work and it's going to happen, and just allow him to do what he needs to do. So I conclude this video by saying happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a great weekend, and you spend time with your loved ones and really cherish the moment. Really be in the moment and put all of the craziness aside and just really enjoy the time that you have with them, because that time is a treasure that you could hold on to for the rest of your life, and recall and think on those things when you're by yourself, or even when you reconnect with your family members. But happy Thanksgiving, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.